Michael Rubin's white party is one of the most photographed nights in America. Every guest gets caught on camera within seconds. Every face gets identified by morning. So when a video claims Michael B. Jordan broke his silence about something disturbing there, one detail refuses to add up. His name has never once appeared on any guest list. Something still does not fit. The real Michael Rubin and his real party. Michael Rubin is the founder and chief executive officer of Fanatics, the sports merchandise company, and a part owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Every summer, he throws a massive bash at his oceanfront estate in Bridgehampton, New York, known as the White Party. Guests dress head to toe in white, and the guest list reads like an awards show seating chart packed with athletes, musicians, and actors. The party has run most years since 2021, skipping 1 year before returning in 2026. Past guests include Tom Brady, Jay-Z, Kim Kardashian, Travis Scott, Cardi B, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, and Lil Wayne, among many others depending on the year. The 2026 edition moved from its usual July 4th date to July 1st and still drew hundreds of celebrities, with performances and fireworks lighting up Rubin's estate. Rubin has talked openly about small details like custom sneaker gifts for guests, the caterers he hires from top New York restaurants, and even a moment where he banned a specific song from the playlist to avoid an awkward night for a friend going through a public feud. None of that involves anything hidden or disturbing. It is a party photographed from every angle, covered by entertainment outlets the next morning, with guests posting their own clips before the night even ends. A gathering that public leaves little room for a secret dark moment to happen unnoticed, which raises the question of what this rumor is actually built on. That answer does not start at this party at all. What people actually know about Michael B. Jordan and this party. Michael B. Jordan is one of the biggest working actors in Hollywood, known for Creed, Black Panther, and the 2025 horror film Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler. He has built a career across action, drama, and now horror, and his movements are tracked closely by fans and press alike, since almost every public appearance he makes gets photographed and posted within minutes. Here is the important part. There is no verified report from any major outlet placing Michael B. Jordan at Michael Rubin's white party in any year. Guest lists and photo galleries from 2021 through 2026, published by outlets like TMZ, ESPN, and People, include a long roster of famous names, but Jordan's name and face do not appear in any of them. That does not mean he has never crossed paths with Rubin socially, since Hollywood and the sports business world often overlap at charity events and award shows. It simply means the two of them appearing together at this specific event has never actually been documented by anyone covering it. That gap matters, because a video claiming someone broke his silence about a night at a party he may have never attended is already standing on shaky ground before the story even starts. So where did the idea of Michael B. Jordan and something disturbing even come from? Where this occult claim on Michael B. Jordan actually came from. The claim did not begin with Michael Rubin's party. It began with Jordan's own movie. Sinners, released in 2025, blends the story of a Black community in the Jim Crow era with vampires, blues music, and heavy religious imagery. The film was a box office success and earned praise from critics for its style and its music, but the title itself leans into religious language, and several scenes use church settings, spiritual themes, and supernatural horror as central plot devices. That kind of content is exactly what online conspiracy accounts love to twist into something it is not, since a horror movie already gives them visuals to work with. Shortly after the film's release, clips and posts began circulating claiming Jordan was secretly connected to occult practices in real life. Some videos labeled him a demonic priest. Others claimed leaked footage proved he belonged to a hidden religious order, using nothing more than out-of-context clips from the film's promotional tour. Searches for terms like Michael B. Jordan Illuminati ritual return, dozens of these videos, all built the same way, with dramatic narration laid over unrelated clips of Jordan simply promoting his film or posing for photos. None of this has any real evidence behind it. A horror movie using religious imagery as a story device is not proof of anything in an actor's personal life. But once that label got attached to Jordan online, it needed a new place to attach itself next. And Rubin's party became that new location once it started trending in the news. The pattern works simply. A clip channel grabs real footage of Jordan, often from a movie premiere or interview completely unrelated to Rubin. The channel adds a voiceover claiming Jordan finally opened up about something disturbing at a private party. The script borrows the same dramatic language already floating around from the sinner's occult rumors, just repackaged with Rubin's name attached, since his party is currently in the news after the 2026 event made national headlines with its star-studded guest list. The thumbnail usually shows Jordan with an edited expression meant to look shaken or distressed, sometimes lifted from a totally different video where he was simply reacting to a fan or answering a question. The viewer watches 30 seconds of real Jordan footage stitched to a completely invented claim, and because the footage itself is real, the claim on top of it feels real too. That is the entire trick, and it does not require Jordan to say anything specific, because the voiceover does all the talking. Before we move on, if you find this breakdown helpful, consider subscribing. It really does help the channel grow. This same trick has worked on other actors and musicians in unrelated clip channel content for years. The footage is authentic. The claim stitched onto it is invented. Once you notice this pattern once, it becomes much easier to spot everywhere else it shows up. Rubin has spoken plenty about his event, but always about ordinary logistics. He explained why the 2026 party moved from July 4th to July 1st, saying his team was weighing a packed New York calendar that also included the FIFA World Cup final and a rumored celebrity wedding. He has talked about food vendors, guest experience, custom invitations designed by artists, and past moments like banning a song from the playlist out of respect for a friend going through a public feud. None of it involves Jordan by name, and none of it involves anything sinister or hidden. Jordan has spent recent months doing ordinary press for his career, including interviews about Sinners, its music, and working closely with Ryan Coogler on the project. He was also present at the 2026 BAFTA Awards, where a real and well-documented incident occurred. During the ceremony, an audience member with a documented speech condition involuntarily shouted a racial slur, while Jordan and co-presenter Delroy Lindo were on stage. Jordan's Sinners co-star Wunmi Mosaku later spoke publicly about how disturbing that night actually was for the cast, describing it as something that stayed with her long after the show ended. That real event is the closest thing to a genuinely disturbing moment connected to Jordan in recent months, and it has nothing to do with Michael Rubin or any party at all. The real BAFTA incident, explained simply. Since this is the one moment that actually fits the word disturbing, it helps to lay out what happened, because the real story is already serious enough without adding anything invented on top of it. At the February 2026 BAFTA Awards, Jordan and Lindo were on stage presenting an award when an audience member, a Tourette's activist named John Davidson, involuntarily shouted a racial slur due to his condition. The moment aired live and was not edited out during a broadcast delay, which sparked backlash toward the BBC for choosing to keep it in the final broadcast. Reports at the time said Jordan felt disgusted and repulsed by the incident, and insiders noted the timing was especially hard since he had already been dealing with difficult news earlier that same day. Mosaku later described the night as one that kept her awake and brought her to tears, saying she was upset the network chose to air it uncut rather than cut the moment during the delay. Davidson later apologized publicly, explaining that the words he sometimes blurts out are involuntary symptoms of his condition, and not something he intends or controls. This was a real, documented, and genuinely upsetting moment for everyone on that stage, covered by multiple entertainment outlets in the days that followed. That real story is exactly why inventing a fake one about a private party does real damage. It blurs a legitimate, well-reported incident with a fabricated one, making it harder for people to keep the facts straight about what Jordan has actually dealt with this year. Why this particular rumor keeps working. Conspiracy claims about celebrities do not spread just because people are careless. They spread because they connect to something people are already primed to believe. Hollywood has produced real scandals involving real misconduct at private parties, and stories about Diddy's parties turning into federal charges made headlines throughout 2024 and 2025. People now look at any exclusive celebrity gathering with more suspicion than before, even when there is zero evidence connecting that specific event to anything criminal. Rubin's own party got hit with online chatter calling it an Illuminati gathering long before this Jordan rumor ever showed up, which shows the party already attracts this kind of speculation completely on its own, without any help from Jordan's name at all. Add in the leftover occult label from the Sinner's conspiracy videos, and a clip channel does not need to invent a new story from scratch. It just needs to borrow a claim that already exists about Jordan, and a claim that already exists about Rubin's party, then mash the two together into one video with a dramatic thumbnail and a confident-sounding voiceover. That shortcut is cheap to make and easy to spread, which is exactly why this kind of content keeps showing up long after each individual piece was already debunked on its own. It also explains why so many celebrities end up tagged with the same recycled scandal year after year, since the format never actually changes, only the name in the title does. The cost of treating a fake story as real when a made-up claim like this spreads, it does not just affect the two people named in the title. Jordan is currently doing real, serious work promoting Sinners and dealing with the aftermath of a genuinely upsetting incident at the BAFTAs. Piling an invented party scandal on top of that makes it harder for people to focus on the real conversation, which is about how a live broadcast handled a moment of real racial harm on national television. The fake story steals attention away from the true one and gives people a reason to look away from the harder conversation. Rubin faces a smaller but similar problem. His party is a real business and cultural event that draws major press coverage every summer and helps promote his Fanatics brand. Attaching a fabricated scandal to it turns a legitimate celebrity gathering into clickbait fuel, forcing his team to either ignore a claim that keeps circulating or respond to something that never happened, which can end up making the fake story look more credible than it deserves. There is also a cost to viewers who take the video at face value. People spend time believing something untrue, while the real documented story, the BAFTA incident, and the network's decision to air it uncut gets less attention because the fictional version is simply more exciting to click on. That trade-off repeats every time one of these videos gets made, since the manufactured drama almost always wins more views than the real news it buries. The simple version, Michael B. Jordan did not break his silence about a disturbing night at Michael Rubin's party. There is no verified record he has ever attended that party at all. Michael Rubin's white party is a real, heavily documented event with nothing occult about it, and the disturbing label attached to Jordan traces back to online conspiracy theories about his horror film Sinners, not to anything that happened at any party. What is real is a well-known summer party thrown by a billionaire, a working actor with a packed release schedule, and one genuinely upsetting moment at the 2026 BAFTAs that deserves a serious conversation about how live broadcasts handle harm, not a recycled conspiracy dressed up as a brand new scandal. If you enjoyed this breakdown, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.